severe anti-mage. Literally, it's just anti-mage, and it's kind of like demonology in a way, because they focus really on their ghoul. They can empower their ghoul. They're similar to warlocks unholy because they got, you know, damage over time with the diseases. They can summon different things like ghouls. Their last thing is a gargoyle. And unholy is good. I mean, you can get some serious, you can get good DPS of unholy, and serious DPS of unholy, and if you know how to use it, it's good in PvP. But I recommend Frost or Blood for PvP. But unholy, you got many different things. Desecration slows movement speed, keep them in one place. Duration of diseases, damages of diseases, damage of death coil, and that. Pretty much, it's pure shadow damage. It increases, and it also provides consequences for the enemy if they dispel stuff. For example, here, resilient infection. When your diseases are dispelled by an enemy, you have 50% chance to activate a frost rune if frost fever was removed, or an unholy rune if blood plague was removed. Pretty much, the enemy maybe think, yeah, sweet, I've got rid of the diseases, I don't take any more damage, but they're pretty much refunding you for the runes that you used to put them on. Therefore, they haven't really achieved anything, and they've just wasted mana. Unholy Frenzy will increase your haste like crazy, but would cause them to lose 2% of their maximum health every 3 seconds. But think about it, if you're a Death Knight and you just, all you got to do to get that health back is use Death Strike. And still in Frost. Alright. And it's really easy. And oh yeah, Pestilence before Cataclysm used to be that you just spread your diseases and nothing would happen to them, they just be exactly the same. Now, if you're not unholy, or if you don't have the talent in unholy, the diseases that are spread that way will deal 50% normal damage. With Contagion, the damage of your diseases will be increased by 50%. So if you have maxed out that talent, they'll just deal the same disease as they did before the patch. Thanks Blizzard for making us spend a worthless talent. Shadow Infusion. Now this will lead on to an extremely important. The enemy maybe think, yeah, sweet, I've got rid of the diseases, I don't take any more damage, but they're pretty much refunding you for the runes that you used to put them on. Therefore, they haven't really achieved anything, and they've just wasted mana. Unholy Frenzy will increase your haste like crazy, but would cause them to lose 2% of their maximum health every 3 seconds. But think about it, if you're a Death Knight and you just, all you got to do to get that health back is use Death Strike. And still in Frost. Alright. And it's really easy. And oh yeah, Pestilence before Cataclysm used to be that you just spread your diseases and nothing would happen to them, they just be exactly the same. Now, if you're not unholy, or if you don't have the talent in unholy, the diseases that are spread that way will deal 50% normal damage. With Contagion, the damage of your diseases will be increased by 50%. So if you have maxed out that talent, they'll just deal the same disease as they did before the patch. Thanks Blizzard for making us spend a worthless talent. Shadow Infusion. Now this will lead on to an extremely important talent for you if you want some high DPS. Death Coils will give your ghoul Shadow Empowerment. Yeah. And their damage will go up by 6% every stack, and it will go up to 5 times. Now, when it gets to 5 and you have Dark Transformation, if you don't have Dark Transformation and you're unholy, I really Really, it's like the best move for the Unholy, and pretty much it will make your ghoul turn into an aberration. And if you don't know, if you have played Warcraft 3, you'll know what an aberration is. It's like a big. It's not as big as an abomination, but they're like covered in pustules and blobs and all that. And if you haven't played Warcraft 3, and you've done Pit Sauron, if you remember where Crick and Ick were, and you remember the things that are dragging the body parts for the Colossi sort of ghoul things, those are aberrations. You know, they do like blight bombs and all that. Those are aberrations, and it turns your ghoul into one of them. And his moves are significantly more powerful in this form. One thing, instead of just using claw, he does a claw, but it's the same as a warrior's cleave. It will hit loads of targets. Instead of leaping by an enemy, he'll charge them, interrupt spellcasting, and give them no movement for a couple of seconds. Gnaw doesn't hit like Gnaw doesn't hit much, but when he's powered up, it hits loads, and it stuns him still. And instead of using cower and not attacking, he'll just roar. So it's cower, but he can, or no, huddle for ghouls, isn't it? Cowers for pets. Huddle. He'll unleash a roar, and it provides the same effect as huddle, but he can still attack. So Dark Transformation is lethal, really. What else? Magic Suppression. Oh, if you max it out, your anti-magic shell really will. You'll be invincible against virtually all magic for 5 seconds. That will link on to anti-magic zone, which is you don't really need it in PvP, but for raids, it's really good if you get like your healers in it or something. And for example, let's say Baron Hold, you're fighting Argoloth. He's gonna do Meteor Strike, Meteor Slash on your healers, or yeah, if they all stack up, you know, group 1 left, group 2 right, if they all stack up on each other and use anti-magic shell, Meteor Slash is going to be significantly weakened, so that will come in extremely handy. Unholy Blight prevents your diseases from being dispelled. No. Sorry about that. Prevent your disease from being dispelled, also good for PvP, not really necessary for PvE. Not really necessary for PvE because of the fact that I don't actually know of any mobs that dispel. I can picture some bosses that I haven't done yet. Dispelling them, like providing themselves immunity in that. Wait, that would just dispel them anyway. Yeah. If you're PvE, don't have Unholy Blight. Going off on a tangent here, I'm sorry. Don't have Unholy Blight. If you're PvP, definitely do. And it's not another spell, you just cast Death Coil. You'll see Death Coil fly out, then a couple of seconds after you'll see this like black cloud, and that'll be the insects. Ebon Plate Bringer increases all damage taken by diseases, and magic damage increased by 8%. It's basically a different version of Curse of Elements of the Warlock. Sun Doom, just easy. Make sure next Death Coil instant, not instant cast, it is instant cast. Free, and Summon Gargoyle literally summons a gargoyle, and the more attack power you have, the more damage it does. So pretty much that's the Death Knight. Yep, that's what I said. This is my Death Knight. Drenenstad, he's on Shadowsong EU, and that's pretty much all I have to say now. So I'll see you later. What am I next in game? I don't know. See you later.